All right, welcome to the Rock Radio Show with Nikki and Laura Lunden. Tonight we have some very special guests with us tonight.
Very special.
Very special.
That's what we do. We interrupt each other.
We have. Would you stop?
No.
We have.
I'm coming.
We have X's and Arrows in the studio with us tonight at 4th Street Recording Studios down in Santa Monica. Our brand new sponsor. We love Kathleen and Say Ho over at 4th Street. Thank
Hi,
you,
Kathleen and Say Ho.
Now, today we have the lovely Courtney Lavender and the spunky Pam Bluestein in the studio with us today.
They're really good.
They are X's and Arrows. They have this really amazing song called Fire from Gold, which I really love.
Me too.
Another awesome questions that they worked on with Glen Hansard, and I imagine some other great tunes that they want to tell us about today. So, how you doing, girls? Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you're welcome. So this is a new thing that we've been doing with the radio show. We are really focusing on getting local artists from the LA area. And I've known Pam for a while now and immediately thought of you girls to call you and get your music there on airwaves, on our airwaves. And just want to thank you for being a part of our show. And the first couple of songs that you sent to us, as I just mentioned, one of those songs called Questions was with Glen Hansard. How did that come about? How do you know him? Or?
It's a long story that is like 15 years long, basically. Like, I love his band Frames. I've just seen them a million times, and then he transitioned into being in the Swell season, transitioned into solo career, and it's just like, I love his music, and I go to his gigs, and he's a super nice, genuine, big-hearted guy. And I asked him if he would sing on my song, and he said yes. He just happened to be in town doing some gigs last February, and I was like, I wonder if he will put some harmonies on my song, and he did.
So like, hey, dude, just come on over and do this.
Yeah, so we went, our engineer, Jeff Gross, the guy who did our whole EP, is amazing, built like a mobile studio basically to go to him, because he was like in a million meetings and gigs and whatever, and so we went to his hotel and recorded.
It's amazing how sometimes just asking shocks someone. So
Yeah.
I want to know about the song Fire from Gold. Tell us about the song. It's really, really, it's I describe it. It has a ethereal kind of sense to it, and I wanted to know the inspiration about it, the lyrics, and can you tell me a little bit about the song? We're going to play it in a second.
Great. The inspiration is kind of where you get your inspiration. I always think of it as scavenging for inspiration. Like, there are bits in there that to me are kind of dark, and there are bits in there that are very light, and you can sort of take inspiration, motivation from anywhere and build it into, you can make art from it basically. And that's kind of how I think of that song.
Before we go on with that,
Why don't we have a listen? This is
Fire
X's...
from Gold.
Laura!
What?
This is... Stop. This is X's and Arrows, Fire from Gold on 99.1 KBU FM. All right, that was a great song by X's and Arrows, a local band here in Los Angeles. We are in the studio with Courtney Lavender and Pam Bluestein.
4th Street Studios.
4th Street Recording Studios
Which
in
is
Santa
now going to be
Monica.
a sponsor for our radio show.
They already are the sponsor.
Oh.
So, Courtney, there's, I totally love this song. It's my favorite one of your guys that you sent me. So, there was a line in there that says something about the pumping heart of the flowing rose petal blood cells push out making it into art. What the heck? What is that all about?
Wait, Pusha explains that. I want to say I'm, as a lyricist, very jealous. I want to steal that line.
That's the biggest compliment. Thank you. I think of it as kind of that moment where your biology or your physiology takes over your mind, and you just exist. Like, you're just in a moment, like a pure moment that's beautiful. And you could think of it as a moment of connection with a person, or you could think of it as a moment of inspiration, or just if you're a musician playing music, or if you're, whatever it is that you do, that you're able to lose yourself. basically.
I just got goosebumps.
I just feel like the hairs on my neck.
I know. No, it's interesting. It's putting the biological over the mental state, which is an incredible way to relate in a metaphysical sense of what you just did. I don't think I could paraphrase that at all. Pam, does she go in and explain some of her when she's writing those lyrics? How does that affect you, or does it you're just keeping that rhythm going, or what's going on?
Yeah, you know, I listen to Courtney singing, and I'm just in the moment, taken by it, and we don't really discuss it. We just take our own meaning that we find from it.
Do you know the band Lucius? I have one of their songs called Tempest. I freaking love them.
On our very first radio show, I played Dusty Trails. That's my favorite song.
Oh my God, I actually almost brought that song.
Are you kidding? Well, we should play that one then.
Okay, brilliant.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have found that we have some common ground on a song that we're really in love with. So I'm going to have Courtney introduce this next song.
This is a gorgeous song by the band Lucius called Dusty Trails.
And you're hearing it right here on 99.1 KBU FM Malibu.
We've been gone for such a long time. Now I'm still alone.
Hi, this is Pam.
And this is me from X's and Arrows. And you're listening to 99.1 KBU FM Malibu.
We are two ships passing.
All right, Malibu, we have spent the evening at 4th Street Recording Studio. Two fantastic young ladies, Courtney Lavender and Pam Bluestein of X's and Arrows, a local fantastic indie rock band here in Los Angeles. Before we go, I just want to hear one little story. I was doing some research about you guys online. And what is this? You played with U2 at the Staples Center? How did that happen?
I didn't know this. I never told us.
I was keeping it a secret.
That's a good secret.
I know.
Well, we've done this thing since the 80s where they bring fans on stage to play with them. And I actually had a little sign saying I was a guitar player back in 2001, and they pulled me up, and I played that old Curtis Mayfield song, People Get Ready, with them. And then Susan and Pam were like, hey, we want to be on stage too. Yeah. So a few years later, they came back to the Staples Center, and we had a sign that said The Girl Rock and Roll, which is a play on a lyric of theirs from Vertigo, The Boys Play Rock and Roll. And so they pulled, at the time it was four of us, one of our previous singers, they pulled the four of us on stage, and we played the U2 song Out of Control from their first record.
Holy cow!
I was handed the Edge's Explorer, the guitar he's had since 1978, and they just handed us their instruments, and then Bon and Edge jumped in to join in with us.
Oh my god!
We were at the time we were called Exit, and the song's Out of Control. It's on YouTube.
Malibu, we're in the studio with X's and Arrows, Courtney and Pam. We are at 4th Street Recording Studios in Santa Monica, hanging out, talking about music. So it's always really interesting for me to find out what bands that I'm listening to, what is listening to, what inspires you. So I asked Courtney and Pam of X's and Arrows to bring in a few songs that have been inspiring to them, or maybe just a couple bands that they're really into. So what you guys got for us?
We have something really good by a band you may have or may have not heard of. U2, Lights of Home.
Thank you so much. Thank you both. We really appreciate it for coming in.
Thanks.
4th Street Recording Studio in Santa Monica. Thank you so much. And let's use the studio.
Well, I really want to hear some more stuff, what you guys are being influenced by. What else did you bring? Did you say you brought a Glen Hansard song?
I did bring a Glen Hansard song. This is he's got a new record out called Between Two Shores. The song is called Wheels on Fire.
Don't touch that dial.
You're tuned into 99.1 KBUU LP Malibu, Los Angeles, which plays alt-rock on Lunden Rain.
And that's the frequency, Kenneth.
Hi, this is Pam from X's and Arrows, and you're listening to the Rock Radio Show, 99.1 KBU.
Well, we want to thank you girls for coming down to 4th Street Recording Studios in Santa Monica today. And we're going to send a shout out to Kathleen and Say Ho at 4th Street for being a sponsor and letting us come in and do this with these.
Thank you, Kathleen and Say Ho.
It's been a really fun afternoon. Courtney and Pam, thank you so much. X's and arrows, you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. This was awesome. Thank you.
Are we going to play a song?
Yeah, let's do a song.
What's it called?
I don't know. What's it called, Courtney?
Fire from Gold.
Okay. Ooh, it's my favorite. You're going to play me my favorite song?
Just for you.
Just for you.
Oh, I feel so special. Okay, awesome. This is great.
This is going to be lovely.
You stoop to the lowest rung, haloed and hexed. You bleed but breathe in the roaring of jets, coaxing plum-colored nightmares from limitless depths. You dance in the flames, impervious to threat. No rush, coyote, no cares, coyote. Take the lead and set fire to gold. You flare in the glancing light, prisoned and caught. A moment still to the pumping of heart, flowing rose-petal blood cells. Shout any thought, you wait in the warmth. You will make this your art. No rush, coyote, no rhyme, coyote. Take the lead and set fire to gold. And all this time, you thought the answer lay in wake. When all this time, the question was to blame. No rush, coyote, no fear, coyote, no anger, no regrets. No rush, coyote, not here, coyote. We are only blessed. There's no devil in this hole.